Welcome back. Joining us now is John Esdaile of the Arthritis Research Centre of Canada. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to take a look at Andrea's question here. She's going to start things off.
I've looked at different exercise tapes online because sometimes I do prefer exercising at home. And what is a really good tape if you have arthritis to use for exercise?
So Andrea's hoping for a specific approach to be able to address exercise needs. Is there one?
I don't think there's a magic approach. Andrea, I gather, has osteoarthritis of the knee. And this is a disease where the cartilage, the gristle at the end of the bones, is getting worn away. And she's quite right, though, that the way to try and overcome it is really, there's a two-pronged approach. One is getting your weight down. Very often one's overweight, and in fact, if you are overweight, you increase your chance of getting osteoarthritis of the knee several-fold, 300–400%, and if you're very overweight, maybe 700%. But the other aspect that Andrea's asking about is exercise, and all of the support for our knee comes from the muscles in our thighs, so that really the knee is a rather primitive joint. It's one bone sitting on another bone, and the support comes from the strength of our thigh muscles. So exercising to strengthen your quadriceps and your hamstrings will in fact relieve a lot of the pain of early osteoarthritis of the knee. In fact, early on it'll relieve it all. Is there a magic exercise? I don't think so. I think it depends really how bad your arthritis is, so that if you had very early changes, maybe mild knee pain, I'd say go and do anything. It really won't matter what you do, whether it's running, walking, swimming, working out at the gym, everything is going to be great. While at the other extreme is someone with a lot of pain and a great deal of limitation. And they're probably better off starting with a physiotherapist who's going to design a very gentle, to begin with, exercise program. The best is swimming. There's no doubt swimming is great, because with the effect of the water, you have much less pressure on the joint, but a really good aerobic and muscle workout.
Is arthritis a particularly big issue for north of 49ers?
It's becoming the issue for the north of 49ers. Arthritis has become the most expensive disease in Canada, more expensive to society than cancer or heart disease. It's now #1, and it's also becoming expensive because, one, we're developing new drugs that are expensive to use, and two, people are very intolerant of arthritis pain, so that they're demanding solutions. And of course, we want to keep going. The north of 49er 30 years ago might be willing to sit at home, but the north of 49er today wants to stay active, keep doing things, expects to ski or play tennis or whatever activity they enjoy.
Well, for people like Andrea and for those who are already dealing with arthritis, is it something to feel frightened about moving forward? Is there some hope and some inspiration? How do we hold this in our lives, this specter of challenge in the joints?
Well, there are two big classes of arthritis, and one is the osteoarthritis that Andrea was talking about, which is damage to the cartilage for a variety of reasons. And that, I think, there are a number of exciting things. One, we may be able to diagnose it much earlier with things like a blood test and actually get in and prevent it. Two, for someone who has it, like Andrea, clearly what she's done, which is lose some weight and is now looking into exercise, is a prescription for success, that she's very, very likely to get a lot better. And then at the far extreme, if you're really not getting better with knee osteoarthritis, there is still what we call total joint replacement surgery, replacing your knee with an artificial one. The other whole area of arthritis is in inflammatory type of arthritis. It's much less common, things like rheumatoid arthritis, where not one joint, say like the knee, gets attacked, but 25, 30 joints can be under attack. And there's been a revolution in the drug therapy. We now have enough drugs that we believe hitting the disease early can basically arrest it and stop the disease progress. So that's very exciting news for that group as well.
John Esdaile, it's heartening to hear what you have to say. Although we still face some challenges down the road, clearly.
We do, but I think yes, we're moving in the right direction. If you took the average person with arthritis, are they happy the way they are? They'd say no. So you're right. There's a lot of challenges.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to the next 10 years and checking out the Center for research updates too.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
Pleasure.
Okay, we'll be back in a moment.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.